We are gearing up for quite possibly this year's last official arm day. Unsure if it will be this year's last arm day or not, but I have a strong suspicion that this will be the last one. So, we want to make it the best one. That's the goal, is to make it the best arm day. So, it is a little warm outside today. It's not warm at all. But it is rainy, so we will adjust the level of driving today because the roads are a little slick, a little more slick than we were prepared for. But yeah. But all that's to say, arm day today. We're doing biceps, triceps, and I might do a little bit of upper back, maybe some upright rows or something to get a little bit of some more upper back in. Since the last time we had a back day was, well, a while ago. So we might be looking at just a tiny bit, just a teensy bit of back. And then after that, I think we'll do the back either at the very first or the very last of the workout. And when we get through with that, we'll be set. But yeah, really excited about today. You know, it's been a long time coming, I think. It's the day after Christmas, and we're closing in on the new year. So very slowly, but surely, it's going to be 2025. And then when it's the new year, you know, a good beat of people are doing like these New Year's resolutions. And I think New Year's resolutions are fine. But, I mean, for the most part, I try and do the same thing every year, which is get a little bit better, you know. And I think that's always a good goal, is to get a little bit better every year. So that's the goal this year, or this new year. So just get a little bit better, improve a little bit more. You know? That's always the goal. It's always to get a little bit better. So the better we can get in our year, you know, increasing, the more important it becomes to advance a little bit more. You know, lift a little heavier, or get another rep or two. You know, so it's always important to find where that last bit of the year is going to go. You know, it's always very important. But you know, every year is an important year. Every day is an important day because every day lends itself to the possibility of improvement or getting better at something, one way or another. It's always better to continue to improve than to, you know, lend yourself to something that's not really going to work. So it's always important to continue to better yourself, you know, for the most part. But don't forget, like, you've got goals. sure. But those goals, you know, come at quite a cost if you're not being consistent. You know, if you're consistent, then, you know, your goals are going to come anyways. You know, uh, your consistency doesn't play a part in your goals, or the ability to improve or achieve new heights. So, you know, it's important to always push yourself a little bit harder. You know, every day, push yourself a little bit harder. You know, lift that extra 5 pounds heavier. You know, always improve every year, every day, every week. So I'm trying to get a little bit. I'm trying to get back on that a little bit more. Trying to start improving more. You know, be less sedentary. But you know, all that's to say, it's always important to improve. But so I took the week off of filming for the most part because I went off to Florida with my brother, and I might leak some footage of that in here, you know. But so I didn't get much filming in. I do have a little bit of gym stuff from the hotel because couldn't really find a gym that I could go to while I was there. So the hotel gym worked out for me. But I was there over the weekend, and then I had work when I got back. And then, you know, it's also, you know, Christmas, so I didn't get much filming in the gym because the gym was closed. So we had to compensate a little bit and work out at the home gym. But I didn't record that, unfortunately. So, uh, but we still got our workouts in, still got the food in. I'm not carved up this morning because it's been a little bit of a late start this morning because I was up later last night um, hanging out with my sister. We went and watched Sonic 3. Keanu Reeves was amazing in that movie. You know, it was a good movie. I liked it. Jim Carrey was hilarious, as always. I mean, the movie was just a banger. It was really good. So, uh, last night was a little bit of a late night. I didn't get to bed till like 1:30, maybe 2. And you know, I'm taking a hit in my sleep at the moment. But over this next week, I think we're really going to start to see some increasing in the hours. I think I'm going to get a little bit better quality sleep over this next week or so. I'm scratching my ears because the pre-workout I take is hitting different this morning. You know, the itchies are really getting at me. You know, I'm tickling my ears because this pre-workout's really hit me this morning. It's not necessarily a bad thing, you know. The pump, I think, is gonna be really good. But you know, all that's to say, arm day. I think actually I'm gonna turn it into a back day. Is what I'm thinking. I think a back day would be really good today. So, oh goodness, just got tingles. So, I think back day is what I'm gonna do, and we're trying to get, you know, sore. You know, we want to pump, but sometimes I feel like chasing the pump takes away from the muscle building. You know, if you're doing a pump every day, I feel like you're not really building muscle as efficiently as you could. So we're gonna try and you know, get a pump, obviously, but you know, I want to build muscle as well. So we're gonna shoot for that at the same time. I think that's gonna be a really good goal. But yeah, let's get in here and let's get this workout.
All right, post-workout pump. Oh, fudge. Oh my goodness. The pump is there. Let's check out the back pump. The back pump may not be there anymore, but it was there. It was there. Okay. Whew. And that, my friends, is the back/arm workout pump. Alright, let's get in the car and let's go get some food.
All right, post-workout, I'd say we had a pretty decent pump considering where all my muscles actually at. I'd say that was pretty good. I mean, it was a good workout, you know. I got a really good pump in for the amount of muscle that I have, like actually have in my upper back. Because for all you who don't know, I used to be a ballet dancer. Still kind of am on the um, off chance that I feel like I need to get some extra cardio in. And, you know, not doing too bad per se on the cardio. But it is a pretty convenient way, I'd say, for me to get some cardio in. So I'm not too mad at it, you know. But, you know, all my uh, upper back strength is not necessarily comparable to the strength I have in my legs. I have stronger legs than in comparison to, per se, my back. So the muscle differential between the two is pretty significant. You know, my upper back is not quite as strong as my lower back. So sometimes in times of struggle, I get into a little bit of a whoopsie daisy sometimes with my upper back because it's not quite as strong as everything else in comparison. So, all that's to say, you know, make sure you train everything pretty equally if you're going to. But, if you're in my kind of position where you can't exactly train everything as equally as you'd like, you need to just, keep that in consideration for your next workout of where everything's at, technically speaking. So that way you can stay relatively balanced in your workouts. Because, balance is pretty important, in your physique. If your upper back's not as strong as your lower back, you're going to be dealing with a lot of back pain. And back pain's not fun. Not in the least. So, you want to try and avoid that back pain as much as possible. But, all that's to say, balance your physique, train everything equally, and just make sure that you can, make up for something in a future workout and not forget what you're making up for. Because, sometimes when I go to the gym, I'm like, okay, I'll do this next time. And then I forget. And then that muscle group doesn't get done that time. So it's important to recognize where your strengths and weaknesses lie. Because then that makes it easier to do other things, But, the more equally you train your body, the better it's going to feel on your skeletal system. And that's important because you want to make sure that your joint and bone health is healthy as possible. You don't want to be in a wheelchair, per se, by lifting 1,000 pounds every leg day, But you want to be strong. So you've got to balance it between, is this going to be good for my body or is this going to be, damaging? Because, that damaging part, that part can get you. It'll get you if you're not careful. But, make sure that you're staying healthy in your bone health. And you're not putting too much pain on your joints and your ligaments. Because you're going to need those when you're older. It's very important that you stay healthy, in a sense. Because you don't necessarily want to be dealing with some of the pains I have. Not from lifting heavy or irresponsibly, but from being a little reckless kid. Now I have low back pain. And it's not something everybody necessarily wants to deal with. But sometimes you need to come to the conclusion that you can't outwork your stupidity. Your stupidity will always outwork you. So you need to be mindful of how stupid you're being with your body now. Because it'll save you the pain later. But anyways, let's get some food. See what food we can get. I'm thinking some pretty heavy meat is what I'm thinking. So let's get some carbs. Let's carb up. Let's see.
Thank you for choosing your hometown Whataburger House.
Can I get the number 5?
Number 5, all the men you come upstairs.
Yes, sir.
What was the drink fee?
We'll get a Dr. Pepper.
Medium fried, medium
Dr. Pepper. Yep.
What else?
That's it.
Your total will be $11.36 at the outside wing.
Thank you. Carbon up. You know, this is the first meal of the day. You know, like I said earlier, I'm not carved up yet. So we got to get some food. We gotta carb up a little more. So, you know, gotta get some energy. And the Dr. Pepper, you know, can't go wrong with Dr. Pepper. It's hard to go wrong with Dr. Pepper. But, yeah. You know what I'm saying? So, the game plan for today is to go home, probably eat more food. I'll probably eat this and something else. And then, I think we're going to do some stretching on my lower body. I think that'll be really helpful. Because I think my last leg day will be most likely Monday. I think Monday is going to be my last leg day of the year. So we've got to conserve some of our resources for that last leg day. Because I do not plan on taking it easy. You know. But quite excited for this leg day. Because we're going to be going in a similar route to past leg days. But, you know, a little different. Just a little different in some cases. Obviously, we're going to be focused on hamstrings because I need to balance my hamstrings out with the rest of my lower body. And then we'll probably do 1 or 2 quad exercises, I'm thinking. So, you know, it's important to figure out these things. So, for Christmas, we got a Whataburger gift card, so we're going to use it. It's got $15 on it. So we're going to get some Whataburger for our meal so far. But, I mean, later on, who knows, you know. We could go anywhere. I'm not 100% sure if I can or can't use this in the drive-thru, but we're gonna make an attempt here to use it because I'm hungry. You know, a little hungrier than your average bear. So a little bit of food in my system won't hurt. But yeah. So, you know, I find it interesting, you know, looking around on social media at some fitness people. Because there's a lot of people out there making some wild claims. Like, you know, natty or not. You know, and I think there's some truth to some individuals, very few individuals. But, you know, some people, you really have to wonder if it's their genetics or, you know, other You know, if they're actually not even necessarily taking gear, but taking supplements. You know, I'm supplement free at the moment. And I'm not sure if I ever will do supplements as some kind of substitute for uh, gear. But, you know, for the most part, I want to stay as clean as possible, you know, for this journey. So this is purely just on a bulk. And I think it's a pretty clean bulk, actually. I think when I started off, I said I was going to do a dirty bulk. You can check me on that if you want. But I think when I started off, I originally planned on doing some kind of dirtier bulk than normal. But that's kind of led to a pretty clean bulk. You know, a lot of meat, carbs, calories. I've been eating necessarily clean. So I think I'm on a pretty good route to keeping it mostly to the muscle and not necessarily fat, which is a good place to be in my opinion. You know, building muscle instead of fat is pretty important for my goal, for what I'm going for here. So, you know, staying clean is more appealing to me than uh, getting on a clean bulk is more appealing than stuffing my face with tons of crap and expecting the same results. So it's quite good, in my opinion, I think. But here we go.
Do you have the bacon cheese water burger?
Yes, ma'am.
With the
Dr. Pepper.
me and Dr. Pepper.
Yes.
Yeah, it'll be 11:36.
I have a gift card. Does that work?
You don't mind? I gotta take it inside real quick.
The gift card will work. That is a huge win, in my opinion. I think she saw the camera and freaked out a little bit. No need. No need at all. You know, no need to be nervous. I'm not famous, so, you know, camera's a camera, but it's not necessarily, you know, indicative of anything important-wise. So, you know, I'm thinking about this. I think I'm going to string, I'm not necessarily sure as to when I said I get off the bulk, but I think I'm going to string it out to maybe March, is what I'm thinking. So it'll be a 5-month bulk. I think that'll be, you know, and conducive to the results I'm looking for. I think the results I'm looking to get from this bulk will be increased. And as long as I stay on a clean bulk and stay, you know, doing my cardio and keeping the fat off necessarily and keeping it mostly to muscle growth, I think I'm going to get some pretty good results. So, here's our food.
Here's that back for you.
You got a straw in there? Did you give me a
Do you
straw?
need a straw?
Yeah, I think so. She's getting us a straw. We're going to kindly wait for this young lady here to get us our straw. So, this card should have a good bit left on it. You know, it was $11, so thank you. We've got $3.64 left on it. So a pretty good deal, if I do say so myself. But, anyways, so tomorrow I'm thinking we're gonna do a chest day, because I haven't done a chest day in about 3 days. So I think a chest day is well in order. I'm not necessarily sure what this guy's doing, but I think I'm going to go around him. I don't think he's necessarily paying attention. I think he's parked. So we're going to go around him. We're going to skedaddle out of here, if you know what I mean. So, anyways, tomorrow I'm thinking the chest day, and we're going to do more stretch. I think I said that last chest day, but I'm really thinking the stretch is working well for my muscle growth and tensions. I think the result I'm looking for is getting there, you know. So I think the stretching based workouts is doing wonders for my chest gains. And you know, the chest gains are pretty important. But you know, you need to make sure that you're getting enough stretch base, and also, you know, enough pressing, because the pressing is also pretty important for your chest growth. I noticed in my right pec, right about here, you know, the mid chest towards the center of my pec is not as filled out as my left side, which is indicating to me that I'm not necessarily coordinated with my arms, and I'm doing something uneven to where my left side is getting more activation in that section of my chest. So I'm thinking we're going to find out what that means, what the divot is indicating in my form, and then we're going to fix it and balance out my chest again. And then on my left pec, down towards the center, toward farther down of my chest, you know, towards the middle, it's also a little uneven. So we're going to have to figure out a way to balance out my chest gains in all areas evenly across my pecs. And, you know, having balanced pecs is important because, you know, it affects every kind of press and lift you do. So we need to make sure that I'm getting, you know, evenly attributed across my whole chest. So we're going to see what the indications are on my form, see if we can fix it, because fixing that will balance my physique out again. So we want to make sure that we're keeping a balanced physique, because that's what we're going for. You know, we're getting strong, but we're getting strong along with, you know, building muscle in the right areas. So we want to make sure that we're keeping this balanced and well planned out. Because the better planned out we can keep it, you know, the better gains we're going to have. So we want to try and keep everything balanced as much as possible. Anyways, and then so tomorrow we'll do a chest day, and then I think the next day we'll do a shoulders and ab day, but we'll have to do it early in the morning. So we're gonna go maybe 6, 7 o'clock, I think, to do this workout. And then I've got work. We're back to working again. So we want to make sure that we're, you know, leaving some energy in the tank, because if I can't leave any energy in the tank, I'm gonna have to figure out a way to get some energy to make it through the day. Because tonight I'm going dancing, and then we're gonna go do some country dancing. And then tomorrow we're country dancing as well. So I want to try and keep everything as balanced as possible. So we can stay in the game for this end of the year shenanigans. Because there will be shenanigans. And I want to get up to, my fair bit of tomfoolery that is available to me. And, we'll have enough time and enough. I want to have enough time and enough energy to get up to the rest of the shenanigans I want to get up to. Check off the rest of the stuff on my bucket list. So we want to keep that in mind as we're moving through these last days of the year. And we want to make sure that I'm following and sticking to the goals I want to achieve. Because like I said, I'm not a new year, new me. It's a new year, new heights, a new bar that I'm setting for myself. Because I want to achieve more. I don't necessarily want to be a new person. I want to improve on the person I am. I want to become a better person, but I don't want to become a new person. Because I think, I'm pretty alright who I am, for the most part. So I don't necessarily want to, change my whole personality. I just want to stick to a relatively improvement-based, goal set, mindset. But anyways, we're gonna go in and eat our food. So good back day, good arm day. We got some arms in. I went a little lighter on the biceps today because for Christmas Eve I worked out with my sister. I think I pushed myself enough that day, and today it's 2 days later, but they're still sore. So we're gonna keep it there. But anyways, good workout, good lift, nice squeezing, good pump. Let's go in and eat. Sounds pretty good to me. So we'll see y'all tomorrow for a chest day.